Let's visit Mysuru in this open roof hop on hop off bus.
This is the open bus which we are going to board for the Mysore Darshan.
So we are out for Mysore Darshan in this bus, which is double decker. We are on the top floor, which is just the open bus like this. The name of this bus is Ambari. Okay, I will show you the other bus which is there. Capacity of this bus is around 40 people. But if there are 15 to 20 people also, they will take us. So while they are waiting for some more people, I will show you the bus from inside. This is the best way to experience the magnificent city of palaces, Mysore. And there is also an audio guide. So here we enter the bus, and those who don't want to sit in the sun or sometimes even in the rain on the rooftop can sit here as well. There are big windows to enjoy the view properly.
So we are going upstairs, and here we come up.
So in this trip, we'll visit all the tourist and historical locations of Mysore and get its information. This bus is available on all the days, even during the holidays. In the weekdays, the frequency is little less because few people come, but during weekends, there is always a rush. It also has a CCTV camera. The meaning of Ambari in Kannada is the seat which is kept on elephant's back, and the goddess is taken out on that, on Dashera or other Utsavas. So during Dashera, the idol of the goddess is taken in Ambari, which is kept on the elephant's back. The palki is kept and the goddess is taken out for the darshan, for the utsav, and so people can see her from there. So this bus is also called Ambari. They have named it as Ambari.
So how was the ride? I mean, we haven't started yet, but how do you feel it will be?
I think we'll enjoy this one because we can go to the whole Mysore Darshan. एक साथ आपको पता चल जाएगा. You will come to know what are the places here in Mysore. One round, and then if you wish and if you have time, then you can just spend few more hours going to those places. And yeah,
they are taking us to Crawford Hall, Kukarhalli Lake, Mysore University, Sanskrit Pathsale, Palace, South Gate, Jai Martanda Gate, Harding Circle, Zoo, Karanji Lake, Lalit Mahal Palace, Chamundi Vihar Stadium, St. Philomena Church, Bunny Mandal railway station.
Okay. So this is the ticket, Rs 250 for these many places which we have mentioned just now. Ambari hop on, hop off bus ticket. So sweet. If you have traveled in such buses, open buses, you can let me know in the comment box. We are in the Karnataka State KSTDC bus stand. That is the Karnataka State Tourism Development Corporation bus stand. And on this
completed. PNS system ready for announcements.
So they have announcements also, proper announcements going on. So the bus starts from KSTDC office, Karnataka State Tourism Development Office. So all the wire, it is for Dashera, everything is well decorated. The lights are here. So we've been instructed to put our heads down or just not stand in this bus. On our right is the Royal Orchid Metropole Hotel. It was constructed by Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar in 1920. This was built for the British dignitaries who visited Mysore. So from the Metropole Junction, we are going to the Hunsur Road, and the trees are obstructing even these lights and the cables which are used for the decoration of Dashera. They are obstructing, so we have been instructed not to stand for the photographs. So once the bus stops, we can stand and click photographs if we want. So this type of bus for Mysore started from last year Dashera. So we crossed the Maharani College for women. On 14th March 1881, the 10th Chamraja Wadiyar's wife started a primary school in order to provide education to girls, and then this school developed in 1920 and became Maharani's College, and this was affiliated to Mysore University. So next tourist attraction, DC office. So on our left is the Deputy Commissioner office, also called as the DC office. This is also a heritage structure of Mysore. The foundation stone of this was laid on 27 June 1827. In 1895, the building was inaugurated. This was also called as Atara Kacheri, as 18 departments were functioning in this building during Maharaja's rule. At present, this is the office of DC of Mysore, or the Deputy Commissioner of Mysore.
Next tourist attraction, Crawford Hall.
So on our right is the Crawford Hall. This magnificent building houses the administrative office of Mysore University. In 1916, Nalwadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar and his Diwan Sir M. Vishveshwaraya together started Mysore University. The total of rupees 12 lakh was used to build this magnificent building. The architect of this building was Otto H. Koenigsberger, and he built it in the Indo-European style of architecture. The Vice Chancellor office is located in this building. In front of this building, we can see a beautiful mural painting of Ma Saraswati. The British military personnel, Lieutenant Colonel W.L. Crawford and his brother C.S. Crawford, donated 1 lakh rupees to Maharaja. They had studied in Mysore itself, and so they donated 1 lakh rupees to the Maharaja for the construction of this building. So the king named this structure in the name of these two brothers.
So this started from last Dashera only, this type of bus tourism for Mysore, full one round for Mysore. It is started from last Dashera. If you have ever travelled in such an open bus, so you can just comment me in my comment box.
Now we have come to Kautilya Circle. We will see Oriental Research Institute, which is related to Chanakya. So this is named as Kautilya Circle. This rail track connects Mysore to Nanjangudu. On our right is Kukkarahalli Lake.
Tourist attraction.
This lake is located in the Mysore University Manas Gangotri campus. In 1964, this lake was constructed by the then Mysore Maharaja Mummudi Krishnaraja Vadiyar. The water of this lake is distributed to the outskirts of Mysore to more than 10,000 acres of agricultural land. Later, during 19th and 20th century, drinking water was supplied to Mysore people from this lake. This is a bird sanctuary. More than around 180 species of birds are found here. Many migratory birds come here. So this is the Mysore University or the Manas Gangotri campus. I will always uphold the truth. We are going in front of University of Mysore Evaluation Bhavan. Here is the Manas Gangotri campus. Mysore University started on 27th of July 1916. Mysore Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraja Vadiyar and his Diwan Shri M. Vishveshwaraya started this. The first Vice Chancellor of this university was H.V. Nanjudaiah. Inside this campus is a museum. In this university campus, there is a bhavan named after the Princess Jayalakshmi. This museum houses things related to folklore and art. It has more than 6,000 artifacts. This museum is open to public. Next is the Oriental Research Institute. The building was constructed by the Maharaja, the 10th Chamraja Vadiyar, in the memory of Queen Victoria's coronation. It was constructed in 1887. This building houses the Mysore Education Department. The first public library was established here. It was started in 1891. In 1943, this building was renamed as Oriental Research Institute. In 1916, when Mysore University came into being, the Oriental Research Institute became its important part. In 1916, world-renowned Sanskrit scholar Dr. R. Shama Shastri was serving this place. In 1909, he rediscovered and published the Sanskrit literature Arthashastra of Chanakya. Now we are going to Krishnaraj Boulevard Road. When Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar visited Europe, he saw such roads in France. He wanted similar roads in Mysore too. Hence, Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar got this road constructed and named it as Boulevard Road. Now we are passing through Maharaja College. Maharaja College first started as Maharaja School in 1833. The then British officer G. Fraser requested Mummudi Krishnaraja Wadiyar to start an English medium school. Then Mummudi Krishnaraja Wadiyar started an English medium school which later in 1868 grew as a high school. Later on 27th November 1899, Albert Victor, the Prince of Wales, along with the 10th Chamrajendra Wadiyar laid the foundation of the present structure. For the first 1.5 decades, the Mysore Maharaja College was affiliated to Madras University. In 1916, Maharaja College was affiliated to Mysore University.
Passing through Ramaswamy Circle.
Now passing through Ramaswamy Circle. This circle has an interesting history. Post India's independence, the king rule continued in Mysore state. On 23rd September 1947, a protest happened. The protest was to demand a democratic government. Many young people participated. Many youth from Maharaja College area came to this circle. A student of 8th standard named Ramaswamy had participated in this protest. The protest suddenly turned violent. The then Deputy Commissioner Nagaraj Rao, he fired using a pistol at Ramaswamy and Ramaswamy died on the spot. A schoolboy, Ramaswamy became a martyr. Therefore, this circle, which was earlier called as Five Light Circle, was renamed as Ramaswamy Circle. Now we are at Sanskrit Pathshala, or called as Maharaja Sanskrit Mahavidyalaya. The construction of this college was started by Mummudi Krishnaraja Wadiyar. Later in 1876, the 10th Chamrajendra Wadiyar inaugurated the college. In this college, in traditional ways, Veda, Agama and the Shastra can be learnt. This campus has oldest collections of Sanskrit manuscripts. The world-renowned B.K.S. Iyengar, Pattabhi Jois and more such eminent people were scholars from this school. Now we are in front of Mysore City Corporation. Mysore City has been recognized twice as the cleanest city in India, and it happened because of Mysore City Corporation. Now we are in front of KR Circle. Next to it is Devraja Market. This market was constructed in 1886. The speciality of this market is that all the things that a household requires was available under one roof. This was the country's first such market. The second speciality is that even at the king's time, without discrimination of caste, creed or gender, all could do their business in this market. Krishnarajendra Circle is the heart of the city. Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraj Wadiyar's white marble statue has been installed on a tall pedestal. This statue was made by a renowned sculptor, R.P. Kamath. This statue was unveiled by Sri M. Vishveshwaraya in 1952. Next is the Chamrajendra Circle, located in front of the Ambavilas Palace northern gate. The circle has a statue of the 10th Chamrajendra Wadiyar. Based on the orders of Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar, this circle was constructed. Originally, Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraj Wadiyar's statue was made by England's renowned sculptor William Robert Carlton. The white Italian marble statue was sculpted in England and brought to Mysore. But the face of the statue was not matching the king's face. Hence, the head and the face of the statue was sculpted again. In 1920, the head and face made by Ganpat Rao Matre was combined with the body of the previously carved statue. Mumbai's renowned sculptor Ganpat Rao Matre completed the work. The workmanship is so fine that no one will find out that the head was attached later on.
Now we are at Rangacharulu Town Hall. It has been constructed in a vast area. It is located in the northern gate of the palace. This was built with the orders of 10th Chamrajendra Wadiyar. The then Diwan K. Sheshadri Iyer got it constructed in 1884. This massive building was to commemorate the service of Maharaja's first Diwan, Sri Rangacharulu. This was constructed in Greco-Roman style. Presently, this is under Mysore City Corporation and is popularly known as the Town Hall. The stage and the auditorium inside the building is available for public use. The large area on the outer building is used for political and common man's gathering and celebrations. Now we are seeing Big Clock Tower, or also known as Silver Jubilee Clock Tower. This is 75 feet above the ground. In 1927, the staff and the ministers of Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar collected money and got this monument constructed. It was on the occasion of 25 years of rule of Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar. It took around 6 months and rupees 7,500 to construct the Big Clock Tower. Now we are seeing the famous Mysore Palace, also known as the Amba Vilas Palace. We are at the northern gate. We are in front of Kotte Anjaneya Gate. The palace was constructed by Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar. The construction started in 1879 and completed in 1912. The British architect Henry Irwin constructed this palace in Indo-Saracenic style. The palace is located in 72 acres area, and out of it, the palace is built in 4 acres. 97,200 bulbs are installed in this palace. During all holidays, these bulbs are lit. Prior to this palace, in the same place, there was a wooden palace which in 1897 during a wedding ceremony got destroyed due to fire. Later, this present palace was constructed in its place. The cost of construction of this palace was 41,47,913 rupees. With this Rani Amba Vilas Palace visit, I end the part 1 of Mysuru Darshan, and the journey continues in part 2. Till then, bye bye. Do like, share and subscribe my channel.